So to round three, famous faces. On the video wall, we have 4 years, and hiding behind each year, a well-known person in a classic clip from the Today's the Day archive. Cliff and Bob, off you go.
83, please.
1983.
Studied for a couple of years, and then went to the state of Oregon, and went to finish school, and came back home and modeled for a number of years.
Lindsay Wagner talking about her early career today in 1983. As TV's bionic woman, she had bionic legs, arms, and which other bionic feature?
Eye.
No, offer it to Alvor and Allen.
Yes. Hearing. Ears.
Ear, it was her ear, yes, and it's your choice.
1988.
1988.
I used to stand in the corner, and I'd sort of loosen the gown, you see, and then when they said in this corner, Mick McManus, I'd spin around and whip the old gown off.
Yeah.
You know, I loosened the gown, I looked down, all over with boots and socks on.
Mick McManus on the delights of wrestling today in 1988. In which country did the belt wrestling sport of sumo originate?
Japan.
Correct, Cliff and Bob.
85, please.
1985.
You have the impression when you just see them on television as a kid or something, these people have some wonderful skills ordinary people don't have. But then, you know, you get to meet them and see the mistakes they make, and you realise anyone could do as well as that.
What you're saying is that most politicians are pretty stupid, is it?
I think they're pretty average.
Ken Livingstone talking politics on his birthday today in 1985. For which London constituency did he become MP 2 years later?
Lewisham.
No, offer it to Alvor and Allen.
Brent East?
Is right, and you are left with 1990.
I thought that I would not have been able to sing these songs had I not had some heartbreak in my life, and so I think I sing them from experience.
Have you had a lot of heartbreak?
Actually, with men, no. I mean, I haven't really had a lot of heartbreak with men. I mean, at least ones that weren't my husband's.
Cher talking about her love life today in 1990. In which 80s film did she star with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer?
The Witches of Eastwick.
Is right. So at the end of that round, we have Cliff and Bob on 15, Alvor and Allen forging further ahead with 52. Right, fingers back on buzzers, please. 5 points for every question. It's time for our quick fire round. Born today in 1917, which singer topped the pop charts in the 50s with Memories Are Made of This? Cliff and Bob.
Dean Martin.
Correct. Dean Martin formed a successful partnership with which American? Cliff and Bob.
Jerry Lewis.
Yes, the comedian Jerry Lewis. Today in 1982, who was ousted as president of Argentina? Alvor and Allen.
Galtieri.
Is correct. Who is the current president of Argentina? Alvor and Allen.
Carlos Menem.
Correct. Today in 1944, Iceland was declared a republic. Alvor and Allen.
Denmark.
No, I'll offer the full question to Cliff and Bob. Today in 1944, Iceland was declared a republic. What is the first country you would reach travelling east from Iceland?
Norway.
Is right. What is the capital of Iceland? Cliff and Bob.
Reykjavik.
Correct. Born today in 1882, Igor Stravinsky made his name as a composer of which Russian impresario's Ballet Russe? Alvor and Allen?
Diaghilev.
Sergei Diaghilev is right. Which ballet with music by Stravinsky was produced by Diaghilev in 1910 under the French title L'Oiseau de Feu? Alvor and Allen.
Rites of Spring.
No, offer it to Cliff and Bob.
Sorry, no idea.
No, it was The Firebird. Today in 1989, which of the Queen's dressmakers was knighted in the birthday honours? Cliff and Bob.
Emmanuel.
No, offer it to Alvor and Allen.
Hardy Amos.
Is right. Who designed the Queen's wedding and coronation dresses? Alvor and Allen.
Norman Hartnell.
Is right. Today in 1936, the funeral of novelist G.K. Chesterton took place. He created the clerical detective Father... Alvor and Allen? Got
Father
you there.
Brown.
No, I'll offer the full question to Cliff and Bob. He created the clerical detective Father Brown, played by which actor in a 70s TV series?
Kenneth Moore.
Is right. In a 1990s American TV series, which dog-collared detective was played by former Happy Days actor Tom Bosley? It was Father Dowling in Father Dowling Investigates. Born today in 1946, which singer had pop hits with Bermuda Triangle and Alvor and Allen?
Barry Manilow.
Indeed. Which pop group had a 1992 chart hit? I would finish the question, but Cliff and Bob have interrupted.
Take That.
Well interrupted indeed. I was going to ask you which pop group had a 1992 charted with a cover version of Could It Be Magic? It was, of course, Take That. So, with the scores at 45 points for Cliff and Bob and 82 for Ivor and Alan, that's the end of our quick fire round. We'll take a short break from this second semi-final now to give you at home a chance to win a pair of round-the-world air tickets. Have a go at this.
The famous endurance race Le Mans, running today in 1954. Over what period of time is the race run? Is it A, 24 hours, B, 48 hours, or C, 72 hours? If you know the answer, ring 0891 339900. One winner selected at random from the right answers can choose the latest electronic personal organiser or a colour television. 5 runners-up win a copy of the Today's Today book. They all get a chance to compete for our grand prize, a pair of round-the-world air tickets. That's 0891 339900, and the lines stay open until midnight. And the answer to yesterday's question, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club's home ground is White Hart Lane.
And I'll give you that question and the phone number once again as usual right at the end of the programme. On we go to our video wall. 8 clips here, some more difficult to answer questions about than others, so you do have a choice. And as you can see, the clips are worth 5, 10 or 15 points. Cliff and Bob, your choice.
Bottom left.
Bottom left for 15 points.
At 86, she's still a tennis ace. Kitty in her heyday was one of the top women players. She made her way into the tennis history books with her late husband Leslie when they won the mixed doubles at Wimbledon in 1926. The championship nowadays is not what it once was, she feels.
We were a less aggressive lot. I can't remember anybody sort of arguing with the linesmen or the umpires or demanding this, that or the other.
Kitty Godfrey put through her paces today in 1983. For 15 points, which legendary American tennis player did Kitty defeat in the 1924 Wimbledon Singles Championship?
Connolly?
No, offer it to Ivor and Alan.
Susan Lenglen?
No, it was Helen Wills Moody. And your choice, Ivor and Alan.
Bottom right, please.
Bottom right, 15 points.
It seems that to these performers, a walk on a half-inch steel wire is as easy as a stroll along Broadway. Oh yes, walking's far too simple, so they thought up this.
Good grief. High wire thrills today in 1950. For 15 points, in which 50s Cecil B. DeMille film did Charlton Heston play Brad, the head of a circus?
Greatest Show on Earth.
He's right. Cliff and Bob, your choice.
Middle left, please.
Middle left for 10 points.
Newly privatised and festooned with foreign brand names, GUM is a showcase for what capitalism has to offer Russia. When it opened under Stalin, it was planned as a showcase of what communism could achieve, a consumer palace for the people.
So GUM was very beautiful, but goods were all Russian and not that great.
Today, it's watching the drama of a new generation of Russians struggling to fulfill new aspirations.
A new commercial Moscow today in 1996. For 10 points, what is the name of the government building complex opposite GUM in Red Square?
Kremlin?
The Kremlin is right. Your choice, Ivor and Alan.
Bottom middle.
Bottom middle for 10 points.